Hi, boys and girls. Hope you're well. Today's lesson is about solving simple number sentences using inspection. So, after this lesson, you should be able to complete a number sentence by using inspection, solve number sentences, know what an equation is, and know what the equal symbol represents. Now, remember, the five symbols we use when we are doing calculations is the addition symbol, subtraction symbol, division symbol, multiplication symbol, and the most important one, your equal symbol when we work with number sentences. Now, your equal symbol means that what is standing on the left side should be equal to what is standing on the right side. So when I do a calculation on the left, the answer should be the same for the calculation on the right-hand side. Now, boys and girls, inspection. If you were supposed to tidy up your bedroom, and whoever's taking care of you comes into your bedroom, they do an inspection. Open the cupboards, check how your clothes is folded, check under your bed if all the toys are packed away. Look at your desk, make sure there's no food lying around on your desk. So they're doing an inspection. Now, this is what we are going to do with number sentences today. We are going to do some inspection and see, is the left side equal to the right side by doing the calculations. So let's start with this. Different ways of writing a number sentence. Now I want to show you the effect of an equal sign by calculating each of these number sentences. The bracket tells me that I have to do this first. So 3 plus 4 equals to 7. So 5 times 7 will be 35. Now this equal sign is telling me that whatever is on the right hand side must have the same value. So now I go and I say 5 times 3 equals to 15. And 5 times 4 equals to 20. So 15 plus 20 equals to 35. The same here. 15 plus 20 equals to 35. And here is just an answer, just a number. So can you see that 35 equals 35 equals 35 equals 35? So you have to make sure by doing the calculations that the value on the left and the right hand side will be exactly the same. This is also a way to show you that a number sentence can be written in a different way by moving the numbers around, by grouping them differently. Remember when we did the lesson where we talked about inverse operations, we talked about breaking down, we talked about distributive, commutative, and associative. Now that is the skills we are using today. I'm not going to do the next two, but you can go and test it at home if you want to see that all these calculations are equal to each other. Let's start. Number sentence. Which number sentence below has the same value as 12 plus 4 minus 4? Now let's do the calculation. 12 plus 0 equals 12. And 12 minus 4 will be equal to 8. Don't look at a number sentence and go, that must definitely look like the same. Always go and test your answers. 12 minus 2 equals 10, minus 1 equals 9. So that answer is 9. 10 plus 0 equals 10. 10 minus 2 equals 8. 8 plus 4 equals 12. And 12 minus 2 equals 10. So what number sentence will be the same as 12 plus 0 minus 4? It will number B. 10 plus 0 minus 2 is equal to 12 plus 0 minus 4. Let's try another one. Which number sentence below has the same meaning as 5 times bracket 6 plus 2, close the bracket. Now, bracket tells me I have to do that calculation first. So 6 plus 2 will be equal to 8. So 5 times 8 will be equal to 40. Now I have to go check, look at inspect. We are inspecting. I have to inspect the other answers of the number sentences. 5 times 6 equals to 30. 30 plus 2 equals 32. So that will definitely not be the right one. 5 times 2 equals 10. 10 plus 6 equals 16. 6 plus 2 equals 8. 8 times 5 equals to 40. 5 plus 2 equals 7. And 7 times 6 equals to 42. So which number will have the same value as 5 times bracket 6 plus 2? Yes, that is correct. Number C. Here you will see it's a different way that I asked the question. Joe saves 340 Rand. Peter saves double this amount. Peter then spends 50 Rand. How much has Peter got now? So, Joe started with 340 Rand. And this whole calculation is about Peter. They said Peter saves double this amount. Now, when I double something, what do? I times it with 2, or I can plus it, I can plus it with itself. So that's the two ways I can write this part of my number sentence. But then they say, Peter then spends 50 Rand. Now, when I spend, I'm losing some of my money. I'm giving it away. So then, how much should I spend? 50 Rand. So there's two ways you can write this number sentence. Another asking, Peter got now how much money left? Let's see. Or what is the number sentence? Choose the number sentence that can help you find the answer. Now, it's definitely not 340 minus 50 because Joe started with 340. Peter had double that amount, so it's definitely not number A. 340 plus 340, yes, minus 50. Here, they added 50, but I spent money, so I don't get more money. I give it away. And here, they had 340 only once, and that was Joe. And they had plus 50 again, which is incorrect. Okay. Here they're asking number sentences in a different way. Here they want you to have the same value on the left-hand side than on the right-hand side. Here I start and I see 125 plus 15 will give me 140. So 10 plus what will be 140? And the answer will be 130. Let's write it there. It will be more clear for you guys. Okay. The next one, 300 times what will give you 30? Can you see there is a problem? Because nothing will give you 30. 300 is bigger than 30. So if the equation can't be equal, the left to the right hand side, you have to draw a line through the equal sign. That means that my number sentence or my calculation on the left hand side is not equal to the calculation on the right hand side. Here we've got 5 minus 2 equals 3. I'm first going to get the answer on the right hand side because I've got both numbers and the symbol or the calculation. Now 24 divided by what will give you 3? Yes, that is correct. It is 8. Remember inverse operations, you guys? What is the inverse of division? It is multiplication. Check your answer. 3 times 8 will give you the answer 24. I hope you enjoyed this lesson. Remember what the equal sign means. Remember, if the left and the right hand side is not equal to each other, you have to draw a line through the equal sign to show that the calculation is not equal to each other. Goodbye, boys and girls.